Hello friends, let's understand about the how we can switch between the graphical mode to the command line mode, or from command line mode to the graphical mode. In the previous version of the RHCSA, so they use the init tab, that is the, and they use their run levels. There were around 7 run levels, as you can see on my screen. But after RHEL 7 it is being used, system D units has been used for this purposes. So there are no more any tab, and it is deprecated now. So for this you have to use the system D for this thing. So as you can see that as level 0 is being mapped to the power of .target, and level 1 is .target being mapped with RHCSA.target. 2, 3 and 4 been mapped and pointing to the multi-user.target. So and run level 5 being used for the graphical.target. So this is the target. You have to define it when you have to switch over between the different mode. Here are the system files, the libraries reside for this thing, and for this actual implementation you can see that we will just in our practical we will see that how we can do it through the library files also. So right now currently I am using RHEL 8, and we will see on RHEL 8 that how we will switch over between the CLI to GUI, or from GUI to CLI. So here is our file. So if for switching over between the graphical mode to multi-user mode, or from multi-user to graphical, you must have the graphical package installed on your system. On my system has already been installed there. So if you do not have the genome or the graphical installed, so you can use you can see that what are available to you, what are the group list, and you can check it here. So you can put the command yum group list. It will provide you all the groups that been available and what you can use. So for the graphical user interface, you require either the server with the GUI, or you require the workstation package group to be installed on your system. So right now I'm being on the multi-user mode. We will see it just now. My net is little slow, you have to wait for it. So you can see that the group list which is available to me is that server, minimum install, workstation, virtualization host, and other things. Already installed is server with GUI. So this is already been installed actually. So if it is not been installed on your system, so what you can do it, you can install it. So the command for installing the server that is on RHEL 8. You can put it yum group install, and you can provide the group name here like server with GUI. So you can provide this command to install the packages for this group, or you can also use the workstation. So for my system it is already been installed, so there is no need to do this thing. And if you are using the RHEL 7, and so in that case you can provide this command. So you can see in my description of this video I will provide you all these commands to install. So you if you are using the RHEL 7 plus, so you can use this command yum group install genome desktop x11 fonts. So you can install this one for in the RHEL 7, and if you feel that it's not been fully installed, so what you can do, what you just reinstall, remove the previous one by this command, group remove enum desktop x11 fonts. So you can provide this command and then install it again. So this is how you can install that graphical mode. So whatever the target's been defined, system files, library files, so they are located into the user lib system directory. Let's check it. Let's go to the cd user system and let's minus rt. Right, so these are the library files available for the systemd. You can check it. These are the different unit files. There are different types of systemd units, systemd units like sockets, timers. So you can see that all the system units are been available here, but right now what we are interested into is the target one. So let's get that one, grab the target. Okay, ls grab target. So these are the targets units available. You can see here on my screen. So here you can see these run labels. So as you can see that run level 6 been pointing to reboot.target. So rel 7 5 will be graphical, rel 4 pointing to multi-user, rel 3 is also pointing to multi-user, and 2 is also pointing to the multi-user. Level 1 rescue and level 0 pointing to the power off. So these are symbolic links. These are the unit files which get defined when you install the system. You cannot modify them, and in case you want to do any changes or modification, then you must go under etc systemd system. So let's go and check it there. Clear it again. cd etc systemd system. So this directory ls minus lrt. So this directory contains systems specific configuration. So you can see there symbolic links between default.target. Here you can see this, that default.target users, so it's pointing to the library here. So right now system default.target is pointing to the multi-user. Multi-user is the CLI. So and this we can check it from the system control also. Get default. So when you will see a system control get control, you can see that it is been pointing to the multi-user.target. So in RHCSA exam also sometimes it's been asked to change the mode from the graphical to multi-user.target, or from the multi-user.target to the graphical. So maybe you need to this thing, so you must know it, that how to switch over between this. So the thing, one thing you can directly, if you require to modify, you can modify this symbolic link also. So what we can do it, to change the target, let's remove default.target. Yes, so we have deleted the default.target. Let's create a symbolic link to the new target. Minus s, user system d system multi-user dot target. So this is the library, and we are creating a link to etc system d system default dot target. Okay, fine. So now let's check it again. So now default dot target is pointing to the multi-user dot target. Or if you required, we can delete it again and put it into the graphical also. Let's do it, create the graphical target. So now you can see that default dot target is pointing to the graphical dot target. This we can also check it through systemctl get default. So you can see that now it's pointing to the graphical dot target. So what happens that whenever the system reboot, it will directly go to the graphical mode instead of the command line mode. So this is the way where from where we can update or define the targets through the library files, providing the link to it. But now in RHEL 8, there will be there is no need to do it this thing. You can easily do it through the setting the level here. So like right now we are into the graphical mode. Let's go to the, so if like right now if you can see that I am in command line mode and I have to switch over to graphical. So what did I have to do it? Let's say system.ctl. Oh, sorry guys, actually I am remotely accessing it. So when you are remotely accessing it, you cannot isolate to graphical. So I have to go directly on my system. So here this system, you can see that this is the direct on my desktop. Actually the VM is running and it is converted into the graphical mode now. So here it is in graphical mode. Let's go and check it. Let's switch to root. Now let's check that what's the default target right now. It's graphical.multi-user. So right now it's graphical.target, and we can change it to set default multi-user dot target. So you can see here that what it has done, the target we have defined it here, default dot target. It has removed that target mapping the symbolic link, and it has created a new symbolic link to the multi-user.target. So either you can change the file manually, or it's better to use this command to change this symbolic link here. So it do the same in the backend, it will do the same. So if you are rebooting the system, it will now come to the CLI instead of the graphical mode. So let's reboot it and check it. So my system is rebooting now. It should reboot to the command line only. So you can see that it's been starting into the command line mode. Root. Get default. So here, because it is multi-user.target, that is command line, that's why it's been starting in the command line prompt. So if we will set it default to graphical.target, so now it's changed into the graphical mode. Now if you will reboot it, it will start in the graphical mode instead of the CLI mode. Let's do it again. Friends, you can see that it is started with the graphical mode instead of the CLI. So this is how you can switch over between the CLI and the GUI. Thanks very much for watching my videos, and subscribe if you like it. And we will go on more videos on RHCSA exams, and try to cover all which will come in the RHCA. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, friends.